the Boys and Girls Club. Okay. And so what they do, I actually went and saw their facilities in Pasco, and they have daycare on site for all the teen parents. So like I walked in and there's like a toddler facility, and then there's a baby nursery filled with kids. And we just took 8 girls out. There's like many more that go to school there. So what they do is they give these girls an opportunity who had kids at a young age to go and to provide daycare for them so they can go to school. And it's also a school, so it's like an alternative kind of school, so they can finish their degrees. So all those girls, yeah,
go to school together.
Go to school.
I heard him talking.
They all go to school together, and so it's for them to go get their degrees. So these are girls that could have dropped out because times got hard, but they're doing it. They're getting their degrees. So that's what's cool to me is like they're deserving. They're sticking it out, and a lot of their letters. One girl, I don't remember which one it was, wanted to be a doctor, and one wanted to be a dental hygienist. And what did yours want to be? Did you say
culinary school?
Culinary school. Like,
yeah,
they have
high nursing.
Nursing. There was a couple that were doing nursing. Yeah, that was really cool. Like they want to better their lives for their kids. So it's not just they got in a bad situation. Like they are trying to get out of it. Like some of the letters were some of them were getting up like 5:30 a.m. to get their kids over to the daycare place, and then go to like to make it all happen, to take this transit to that transit to get to get there. Because a lot of them don't have transportation too, is what Tina told me. Like I think one of those girls had a car, and the rest of them don't have a car.
Yeah, mine was talking about how she's used to standing in the cold because of all of her best friends.
Yeah. In the freezing cold with their kids too, because they bring their kids there to get watched at this daycare center. So,
well, what I was going to say is that she, like I could tell when she first started, she was kind of timid. She's like, I've never had portraits done before. And so we started doing it, and she gave me a few ideas of what she wanted. She showed me that row of trees.
Oh, she knew about them.
Yeah. And then I started to show her the pictures that I was taking. And she was just like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty.
Oh.
Like I'd never seen herself beautiful before. And it's like, you are. It's not just the picture. You're a pretty girl. And your friend that was following her around, she was making sure to encourage her and stuff. Your friend?
Which friend?
The one that you did their wedding.
Yeah.
I could tell that she was trying to encourage her too. It was sweet.
So sweet.
Yeah. She loved
Also, my gal was Ruby, and she was awesome. She has a 1-year-old boy, or 1 year and 5 months. And so we talked about doing pictures for him in the spring as her graduation gift. So I think we're gonna do that. Yeah. So she was great, and at first she was kind of timid, but she opened up after that. She was really sweet. Her toes had to be frozen since she was wearing the peekaboo shoes.
She was the one.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
but
short
she was a trooper. She would go anywhere. I tried to stay where the snow wasn't too deep, but she would just trudge on through. So she was fun.
I got to shoot Lizbeth, and she's a petite little gal with an 18-month-old son named Angel. And she said she'd never gotten professional pictures ever done. And the one she had of herself, she just never liked the way she looked. Like most of us, when we go and someone takes a snapshot of us, we're like, oh.
Yeah.
So at first she just didn't even know what to do, or she was so nervous, and then when you get into it, like you do with them, and they start to warm up, and then they're just kind of like going for it, and then you start to see the beauty start shining through, and they start really enjoying it. And after we were done, she's like, I gotta do this again. So it does pull at your heartstrings, because you're like, of all the people you shoot that really could benefit from an experience like this, these are you tapped into the source that really makes a huge difference.
Okay. So my girl was Laura, and she was just so cute. I was calling her just my little sassy salsa girl, and she was loving it. She just kept taking her red skirt and just running everywhere. And one of my favorite experiences with her is she's super photogenic, and I was telling her that at the end. I was like, you're so photogenic. And she goes, I know, if I hadn't had kids so early, I'd probably be a model right now. And I was like, girl, you go for it then. But probably the thing that I guess kind of tugged at my heartstrings a little bit is I asked her, I was like, so what are your aspirations after this? What do you want to do? And she said that she really likes cooking, and so when she's done, she'd like to go to culinary school. And the biggest thing is to be able to pay her parents back for gas money and diapers. And I'm like, wow, it just really makes me, she has 2 kids, and 15-month-old and a 3-month-old. And it just really made me just, know how lucky that we all are, but clearly her person, lots of challenges and great attitude still in life. So I just appreciated how positive she was and exciting.
Rocio,
Nice.
who she had a 4-month-old. She was one of the moms that came, didn't bring her little guy who's at home. She doesn't live at home. She lives with her boyfriend. Just you could tell like it's hard. It's hard for her to be in the position that she's in. But like all those other girls had a good attitude, and first she was having a hard time smiling, and I kept encouraging her, like smile. And so as soon as I showed her the photos, her whole attitude changed. That was one of the coolest parts to get to see them realize like they have this natural beauty that they probably haven't been shown before. And so yeah.
And you were able to refill that.
Yeah.
Her. Just so cool.
Yeah.
The girl I was shooting, Liliana, she, as soon as I would show her, she was really quiet in the beginning, same thing, and then I would show her the back of the camera, and her eyes would light up.
Yeah.
She would go, one time she goes, "That's me? That's me?"
I was like, you're amazing.
Like, look how
do you do
beautiful,
this?
look at your eyes, look the way the light is shining through your eyes. And she, after that, she turned it on. She started giving poses. She was, it was like this whole new attitude, like this new confidence came over her. It was so
That's
cool
so
to
it was
see.
confidence.
Yeah. It was so cool that we get to be part of that. That was my goal today.
Yeah.
So it was so cool. Just instill confidence in these girls. I've had a rough life.
Yeah. Pretty neat.
So who do you shoot?
So I shot Alejandra, and she's from Mexico, and I've actually been in the same state as she was in, so it was kind of fun to like talk about like where she was from. And Alejandra has a child, and she was actually really, really awesome. Like a lot of seniors or a lot of people that you shoot in general like aren't. She was like owned the camera. Like she did movement and she would like do stuff on her own. So it was really cool because she was. Yeah, she was a total natural. It was fun.